Okay, guys, so this is just a quick video just to review what we've done over the last couple days. We're looking at the designing parabolas investigation, number 4. And one of the big things that we've talked about for a couple weeks is talking about what standard form is. And if I look at standard form, which is right here, if I look at standard, it has the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. And we've always identified that c is always the y-intercept. Now, another form that we're going to look at today is a times x minus p times x minus q. And that's called factored form, x-intercept form. Um, you can even call it zero form, which we'll talk about in a second. The other one that we've done a lot with is vertex form. It's a times x minus h squared plus k. Now, during this time, you guys have found various values, and you guys can all see all your answers to see if you guys got them right on my website. So we've known already that if I look at something in standard form, kind of like this, that this is telling me what the y-intercept is. So this is 0, 10, or this is 0, negative 2. Okay, so I know that standard form tells me what my y-intercept is. Okay, that tells me what the y-intercept is. Now we're going to deal with factored form in a second. But if I look at this, we found, when you guys did your investigation and you found the values, you found that your vertex was 3, 5 for this one. And your vertex for this one was 7, negative 4. And it's literally telling you that I'm going to the right 7, down 4. I'm taking every point down to the right 7, down 4. So it's telling you what your vertex is. So vertex form always tells me what the vertex is. Now let's go back a second and let's deal with the next one. Okay? So you guys found, when you did this, these are the values that you found. You got negative 4. Sorry for my bad handwriting. Let me erase it. When I erase it, I get you got the vertex to be negative 4, negative 4. You got the y-intercept to be 0, 12. And then you got your zeros to be negative 6, 0, and negative 2, 0. Okay? Now for the next one, you guys got 1.5 and negative 6.25 to be your vertex. You guys got your y-intercept to be 0, negative 4. You got your x-intercept to be 4, 0, and also negative 1, 0. So if I were to just look at this and say, hey, what is it telling me? Well, it's not really telling me. I mean, I can use it to help find the x-intercept, but it's not really helping, or find the vertex. It's not really helping me find the vertex. The y-intercept, I could sort of find it, but what it's telling me is what my x-intercept or my zeros are. Okay, so I can look at this, and it's saying it's always the opposite. Kind of like the idea when we were looking at vertex form. This is telling me I'm going to the left 6, or I'm going to the left 2. So that means that my 0 is going to be at negative 6, 0, and negative 2, 0. Or positive, I'm going to the right 4, or to the left 1. My 0's 4, 0, or negative 1, 0. Now, if I were to look ahead here to the next couple, you guys found, hey, I can look at this. That minus 10 is telling me I'm going to the right 10, or the plus 8 is telling me I'm going to the left 8. So my zeros are a 10, 0, and negative 8, 0. The right 1, right 4, so it's going to go 1, 0, and 4, 0. Those are my zeros, or my x-intercepts. When I look at factored form is telling me what my x-intercepts are. So let's put this all together and try to practice on one. Let's look at the next page. So I want to find all this given information. Like I want to find the x-intercepts, I want to find the y-intercepts, and I want to find the vertex. So the x-intercept, the way I can find the x-intercept is just look at this form and say, this is telling me I'm going to the right 2. This is telling me I'm going to the right 8. So I get 2, 0, and 8, 0 to be my x-intercepts. Now let's deal with the y-intercepts. What do I know about y-intercepts? Well, I know that x is always 0. So if I plug 0 into this equation, if I do 0 minus 2 and 0 minus 8, it's going to allow me to get the y-intercept. So I get negative 2 times negative 8, which is positive 16. So I get 0, 16 to be my y-intercept. Now let's look at my vertex. Well, I can multiply it out and I'll get my vertex, or I could say, hey, what's in the middle of my x-intercepts? So I'm going to take each x-intercept, add them together and divide by 2. So in this case, I'm going to take 2 plus 8 divided by 2. So I get 10 over 2, which is 5. So I know the x value is 5 for my vertex. To find the rest of it, all I'm going to do is do 5 minus 2 and 5 minus 8 to find my y value for my vertex. So I got 3 times negative 3, which is negative 9. So I get 5, negative 9, 0, 16, and 2 eighths. Okay, let me just try one more with you guys. Okay, so I'm looking at this. Plus 3 tells me I'm going to the left 3. Minus 1 is telling me I'm going to the right 1. So I got negative 3, 0, and positive 1, 0 to be my x-intercepts. To find my y-intercepts, all I have to do is plug 0 in. So I got 0 plus 3, 0 minus 1. So I got 3 times negative 1. I always plug in x equals 0 for y-intercept. So I got 0, negative 3 to be my y-intercept. Now to find the vertex, we take the x-intercept plus the x-intercept and divide by 2. So I'm taking negative 3 plus 1 divided by 2, which is negative 2 over 2, which is negative 1. So I got the x value for my vertex to be negative 1. I'll plug it in. Negative 1 plus 3, negative 1 minus 1. I got 2 times negative 2, which is negative 4. Okay, that's your vertex. Can you guys try the last few? If you guys look at my notes or on my website right underneath this video, check it, see if you guys got them right.